Welcome back to the Mixer stage here live at E3. We are wrapping up today's coverage with some of our favorite Mixer ladies. I am pleased to introduce Brittany, Asika, Queen Eliminator, and Lena Axios. Ladies, welcome. So great to have you here. Okay, so first of all, I would love to hear a little bit about your experiences with Mixer. So we're gonna kind of jump into the middle. Brittany, let's start with you.
Hi, welcome, hi.
So how did you get started on Mixer?
How did I get started? Well, I used to stream on Twitch for about 8 months, and I took quite a few months off, decided to get back into streaming, found Beam, and fell in love with it.
So you've been here quite a long time as well. You know, some of you have been with Mixer since the Beam days. Now we are here at E3, so let's talk a little bit about our E3 experiences. What we're seeing so far. Asika, you in particular were particularly excited about the new Battlefield.
Yeah, super stoked about that. I mean, it's my first E3, and how awesome is it to get an announcement of a new Battlefield game? I'm so excited. World War II. There's women in the game. It's going to be amazing.
Well, and how about Halo Infinite?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I know, excited for that. I think we're showing a little bit of the trailers and stuff of that too for anybody who may have missed those announcements. So let's see, we don't want to move too quickly here while they're showing a little bit of that footage. But now, Queen, you have kind of an interesting story. A lot of the folks who stream on Mixer have been kind of around the video game live streaming ecosystem for a long time, but you stumbled across it a little bit differently. You want to tell that story?
Well, I found it on accident, like you said, but I was just playing Xbox like I've played for years. I actually got into Xbox from my ex-boyfriend. I played his all the time, but
did you steal it when you like parted ways?
Oh, all the time. He like had to rip the controller from me all the time, but yeah, pretty much just found it on the Xbox tabs. But
yeah, you just one right bumper over, right?
Just one right bumper over, press the start button. I didn't even know what I was doing. I had no idea what streaming was, what Twitch, Mixer, Beam, anything was. And then I found like Mixer.com, and I was like, oh, there's actually people that stream on here. I'm like, what is this? Oh, but
now, Brittany, I know you're really excited about, so you're also an Xbox player and stuff.
Right.
You're pretty excited about some new stuff coming to PUBG, aren't you?
I'm so excited to get DC'd on all the maps on Xbox, finally. No, it's, I'm really, I love playing shooters, and now I've fallen in love with Battle Royales, so I'm really excited for that.
So we do have, okay, a little sidebar, we do have a Battle Royale at our booth this time. Have any of you had the chance to check out Rum Royale?
I was actually just streaming it on my channel.
Awesome, awesome.
So yeah, I'm falling in love with Rum Royale for sure.
It's a good one for sure. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what it means to be a streamer and build your brand. So Lena, you selected a strong brand identity really early on and you've stuck with it. Tell us a little bit about your brand.
So I'm Mixer's Mermaid, as most know, and those who don't can guess why. My logo is basically a side silhouette of me, my red hair flowing, and green headset, which makes it a little hard to get another headset, but it's okay. I'll find another one. It's just something that is me because I've got red hair, and I mean, Little Mermaid's pretty awesome, you know? So that's pretty much what I stuck with.
Let's talk a little bit about brand identity and voice. Asika, you have you also have a particular kind of brand identity. You want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, so I mean, everybody knows my logo if you know my stream, and it's basically my face with some rainbow sunglasses. And really, like, what was the meaning behind that was just like, really so people would see that logo and know that it was a safe place, regardless of who you are, who you love, who you like. It was a safe place for people to be.
I love that. So what does it mean to you to be a female gamer or streamer these days? Queen, let's start with you.
I know it's hard. It's definitely a battle that you have to you have to have some tough skin. You really do, because you get bullied and harassed and every day, but I mean, I wouldn't change anything about it.
Mm-hmm. And do you find it helps to band together with other female streamers?
I definitely think it makes it easier to connect to people.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Brittany?
Yeah, so there's like a sense of, you know, kind of like a competition, you know, that some viewers even try to spawn between us. And it's really nice when we can band together and stick together and fight through that together, because you get underestimated as a female. You're not a good gamer, you suck, this and that. They always talk trash. But, you know, once you show your skills and show that you are a worthy competitor, then they kind of show that respect back to you.
How about for you, Lena? What's it like being in this space?
It's a little tough at times, like they said, but yeah, sticking together definitely does help, as well as having a rock solid mod squad.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
My mod's my backbone.
We're blessed.
Without them, it would be so chaotic.
Right.
How about for you, Asika?
Yeah, so for me, I mean, I got short hair. A lot of times what I deal with is people come into my stream and they immediately assume I'm a 13-year-old boy. So the best quote, like I've literally had recently, was somebody was like, hey, look guys, kids can be streamers too. And I'm like, whoa, hold on, buddy. I gotta break some news to you. So it definitely does make it tough. Like you constantly get dudes coming in being like, oh hey, let me help you, let me carry you, let me teach you. It's like, would you go to VoDaddy stream and tell them that? Right?
I sure would.
Yeah,
I sure
I
would.
would in a heartbeat.
I will show you how it's done.
I just want to put it out there. I killed VoDaddy in PUBG one time.
Okay, so if you were just getting started and had to start from scratch all over again, what is a tip that you would give to your new self? We'll start with you, since you're at hot seat right here.
Hot seat. I had to go first.
This is why you got stuck sitting next to me. I'm just going to pick on you. I'm so sorry.
Crap. Thanks a lot. But I don't really know how to answer your question. Can you reword it?
Okay, so like, if you had to start all over again, and you wanted to like give your future self like one little tip, like what's one thing you would tell to a new streamer just trying to get started, just trying to make their way in the wide world of Mixer?
I would tell them just be kind. I've always said to be kind to people and make your stream somewhere open and, like Asika said, a safe place, somewhere where people have it hard in their life and they just want a little place to escape and hang out and relax. So.
Yeah. How about a tip for a new streamer, Brittany?
So one of the main things that I always try to tell people is you need to make friends, not followers. You know, you can't worry about follower count. You can't worry about your numbers, your view count. As long as, you have a friend, then you'll have a viewer, you'll have a good time. As long as you're making friends and making that connection.
That's awesome. How about you, Lena?
One of the big things that I see a lot of is some of the viewers who are also just now starting out as streamers, they say, hi, I'm a small streamer, and don't see yourself as a small streamer. You're on the same level as me. I may have more numbers than you, or she may have more numbers than me, but we're all one family. It's not a competition. Do not compare your numbers to someone else.
I think that's a great point to point out because the world of streaming is so huge and people are discovering live streams that like didn't even know this ecosystem existed. Like you're living proof of that. Okay, how about you, Asika? A tip for somebody just getting started?
I would say just play something you love. Like your viewers are gonna know, and like they don't want to come in and see a unhappy, angry person. Like that's why they're watching a stream. They want to see somebody happy, having fun, and you got to be willing to laugh at yourself a little bit too.
Okay, so one of the things that I always tell folks who are starting out, and they're like, what are some tips for how to network and get started and stuff? And I always tell them, start attending conventions. Like, yeah, it can add up and be a little expensive, but I think the connections that you get to make when you meet people face to face are unlike anything else. So how's E3 been for you?
E3's been great, but like you said, start attending conventions. I went to PAX South. That was my first convention when I didn't even still know what streaming was. I was like, what? I want to go. And I did, but that's how I grew a community. But E3 has been unlike anything I've ever seen. It's humongous.
I know. Especially this Mixer booth.
I know. I had somebody, you guys can probably see this gigantic X in the background. I tweeted a photo of it and somebody was like, whoa, you guys couldn't find a bigger X? And I said, oh, it was at the cleaners. We had to go with the secondary X. But,
it's touching the rafters.
You do what you can.
Yeah.
Okay, Brittany, events. How's your E3 been so far?
It's been great. It's nice to see all my friends that I've made over this course of history, over this Mixer, this whole Mixer family. It's so nice to finally, hang out in person and exchange stories and just have a good time.
It's so nice to kick it with other people who are also doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they get it,
Yeah. Go ahead, Lena.
I'd like to comment on what you said earlier about, what is really good for coming to these events and such. Don't just come to these events, come to them prepared. No matter how big or small you are, bring business cards with all of your information on it when you talk to these devs. That was my mistake at the first one. I did not have business cards. So
That's
My
a good
last one too.
How about you, Asika?
It's been awesome. I mean, getting to check out the Fortnite Pro-Am was definitely I got a fire again, I'm really excited to play. And it was made extra sweet. Me and Koopa got a win on the Pro-Am stage in rehearsal. So extra, super
Bravo.
experience. So.
Fantastic. Okay, so what do you wish you could say to other female gamers out there, or maybe you've got this young viewer who's thinking that she wants to fire up a stream sometime. Brittany, what would you say to her? What do you wish people knew about being a female streamer in this space?
You gotta have thick skin. There's a lot of unpredictable people out there. I would say, use your skills, use your gaming before anything else.
Now, something, Lena, you shouted out earlier was the importance of having a really solid squad of moderators. Can you talk a little bit more about that and how to develop that?
Honestly, it starts out with your friends who are willing to watch your stream and hang out with you. People you generally trust. And if you have no one like that, then, when you're a smaller streamer, you have less numbers, therefore you won't get that awful, stuff that happens in streams sometimes. And you'll slowly start to see people who come in there on the regular, and then you'll start to gain a trust with them. They start to trust you. They understand your rules. You understand that they understand your rules. And then you can mod them, and in your Discord, you can have a moderator chat, like text chat, and you can just post the rules on there, pin it, and they learn them and stick by them.
That's great. Asika, how about you? How about developing those different tools to keep your viewers and yourself safe?
You just have to trust your gut a little bit, and just second guess yourself, really look into it. And I just try to say, would this person treat somebody else this way? Or, and if you have a trusted friend, maybe bounce some ideas off them. If you know somebody who knows them, maybe kind of reach out to them, especially because, we see it every day on Twitter. Some viewer jumping in your DMs, expecting something a little bit more from you than what you would normally give. It's just really good to trust your gut in those situations.
Now, Queen Eliminator, how about you? How did you kind of work out your first kind of group of moderators and your kind of core people there in your stream?
Honestly, it was just people that were dedicated to come hang out with you. They were excited to spend time with you, and then I get excited. I'm like, oh, they came back. It's that good feeling of trustworthy, loyal people that you can have in your stream every day, helping you get rid of the toxic.
So that makes me think about even beyond just the moderators, the regulars, and what they add to that kind of community. Brittany, how much do you love your regulars?
I love them. I adore them. I talk to them every day. In Discord, we're always connected. Discord, Snapchat, Instagram, all the medias. I think that's a really important tool to use.
Asika, how do you connect with your community?
We go on Discord, Instagram, Twitter. I'm not able to always follow everybody, but I love just going through my Instagram feed, checking out everybody's pictures. We have a sharing is caring section in Discord where people are allowed to share stuff. So if I hear they have a pet, you better post that right now.
Everybody's spamming the cat photos.
We need to see the pets.
Yeah. Okay, so how about social media? What are your maybe some social media tips? Lena, let's start with you.
I would say a big one is Twitter. A lot of things that I've seen people doing on Twitter is that, yes, they have a Twitter account, they have their information on there, but all they tweet is going live. Be social about it. It's social media. It's not a scheduler, So be active. Interact with your viewers on Twitter and everywhere else, and they interact with you. Make sure you're, chatting with them and sharing stuff about your day because they like to see that.
How about you? What do you thoughts on social media, Ms. Queen Eliminator?
The best advice that somebody gave me is be somebody you want to follow. So be interactive. Let people get interacted. Post a survey. I saw you posted.
Oh yeah.
How do you spell donut?
Yeah.
And get people involved. It's fun. Social media is supposed to be fun. So yeah, your going live tweets are great, and that's what you want. But post a selfie with it, or post a picture of your day, how pretty it is outside.
And Asika, I know you've been doing a lot with your Instagram. You have any Instagram tips from what you've learned over the last few months?
Yeah, actually, one of the cool things you can do is you can actually take your video files. So say you use Boom. You could take your video files, you could put it on Dropbox, and you can take that file off Dropbox and put it into your Instagram feed. So if you're a Fortnite player, PUBG player, you want to put some hot highlights on, Just throw it on there, get your hashtags, hashtag Fortnite. You're going to gain traction just from using those highlight clips. And people are going to see your personality, and they're going to learn a little bit more about you, and it might make them more likely to check out your stream.
That's
and it's
great
going to
advice.
also market you to that group as well, because that's what you want Instagram to do.
Exactly.
That's fantastic. Well, that is all for us here on the Mixer stage for day 2. Tomorrow we've got so many things to look forward to on the stage tomorrow. We've got Cyberpunk 2077, we've got Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, and perhaps the thing we are most looking forward to is WWE's New Day, going mano a mano with our hosts for the Ultimate Gaming Challenge. You are not going to want to miss a moment. So come back here, Mixer.com, Whack Mixer tomorrow. We're going live tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time, noon Eastern Standard Time. But for today, have a great night.